Well, howdy do, buckaroos. How the heck are you? So, whiskey. We're back doing whiskey. So, I just compared the Lord Lieutenant Kinahan's, which is a blend of 6 to 10-year-old Irish whiskeys, with the Jameson Caskmates, because they are of similar price points. But now I have the Bushmills 10-year-old single malt and the Lord Lieutenant Kinahan's, because again they are of similar price points. So here is the Kinahan's again. Let me show you that there. There's very light in pigment. And here's the 10-year-old Bushmills. Very close, but the Bushmills is a little bit darker. It is a tad more aromatic as well. There is much more oak on the nose. Although I did notice, here, let me move this for a second, put this up here. I was trying to, the Bushmills just came to my mind that it is a thrice distilled Irish whiskey, and I don't know if this one says. Typically most Irishes are distilled 3 times, but there's starting to be a lot of Irish whiskeys that are only double distilled. Non-chill filtered product for Kinahan's. Irish Whiskey Limited. Our blend of Kinahan's Irish whiskey is carefully matured, the finest oak cast for a minimum of 6 and as long as 10, and skillfully blended. But it doesn't say the preferred whiskey of Jerry Thomas since 1862. Pioneer. Usually Irish whiskeys will tell you if they're double or 3 times distilled. This one is 46%. So it is a 92 proof, which again would account for some of that price difference. I did not mention that in my first video. It escaped me. I should have. No, but that's a big distinction, Tom. That would account for some of them. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Son of a bitch. Because I mentioned that when I did the video for just that, but when I did the I let that get away from me. It doesn't say. It doesn't say. I'm really baffled that it doesn't say, because they usually tell you if it's 2 or 3 times distilled. It certainly does say on the Bushmills 10 that it is thrice distilled. The aromas are bigger. Let's just say that right off the top. The flavors are bigger as well on the Bushmills 10. You certainly get some oak. You certainly get some vanilla. You may even get some caramel on the nose. The Kinahan's is gentler. I don't want to say lighter, but it's gentler both on the nose and on the palate. So again, it's going to depend on what type of whiskey you're looking for. If you're new to single malts, the Bushmills 10 is a good place to start because it is very tasty. It's also very affordable for under 40 bucks. In fact, the only other single malt that I can think of that's under 40 is the Tyrconnell, but I think this one is more complex than the Tyrconnell. Tyrconnell used to say 10 years old. They no longer give the age on it. This one is clearly marked a 10-year-old single malt. Which one I like better? Wow, that is tough. I will say I will buy the Lord Lieutenants again for a lot of reasons. It is 92 proof and hides that alcohol very well. It's very smooth, mellow, and easy drinking, and there is a time you want a whiskey like that. The 10-year-old Bushmills, will I buy it again? Well, of course, I've bought it several times over the years, and I will certainly buy it at least once more, because it is kind of where I started in the Irish whiskey. You know, I mean, I had the Bushmills, I bought the 10, I bought the 16, I eventually got some 21. I've kind of gradually worked my way up the food chain. It is slightly more complex than the Lord Lieutenants, in my opinion. But there is something about the smoothness of this whiskey, even though, I mean, this is only 80 proof and this one's 92 proof. But I mean, this one drinks like it's 70 proof. You know what I mean? It's just that smooth and easy to drink is the point I'm trying to make. I mean, you wouldn't notice it was a 92 proof if you didn't look at the bottle. It really is that easy to drink. So, for my money, I think both are worth a look. If you haven't tried either and you think you like Irish whiskey, or even if you're not sure, either is worth a look at least once. Texturally, you gotta really give it to the Bush 10. There is something really texturally pleasant about a single malt. It's a little bit different than a blended whiskey. However, again, the smoothness and easy drinking of this really says something, especially once you understand that it is 46%. So there you go. Hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. We'll talk to you later.